Welcome to the MobiChef Mukbang podcast. I'm your host, Chester Smith, and today I have yet another super special guest today. This woman is an industry titan and just killing the game, but I have this introduction that I gotta read to y'all. All right, so today we're joined by a powerhouse who played nearly every role in the entertainment industry and mastered them all. Lena Jenkins-Smith is an Emmy-nominated executive producer. Did I say that word right? Executive producer, entrepreneur, and multi-talented creator who has spent over 18 years carving out her lane in Hollywood and other places. From executive assistant to producer to tour manager for some of the comedy and entertainment's biggest names, Lena's journey is one of a hustle, heart, and undeniable excellence. She holds multiple degrees in business management, psychology, so she can get in your head, and liberal studies with the focus on production. And she's currently expanding her craft through film and TV essentials through a program at NYU. Her connection to the elite, production, branding, stage design, and marketing has earned her acclaims and awards. I apologize on that, Lena. Acclaims and awards, and the respect of the industry. Whether she's designing stages, managing appearances, curating fine dining experiences, Lena brings intention, vision, and execution to everything she touches. A music connoisseur with a passion to inspire a new generation. Let's welcome the one, the only. If you're on Instagram at She's the Producer, Lena Jenkins-Smith. Lena, how's it going?
Who's that intro for? Like what?
Hey man, it's for you.
It's amazing. Thank you. That was amazing.
Indeed. Well, welcome to the show. I'm glad we were able to finally connect and get you on here, right? You know, we made it happen. And we made sure we got you some good food today.
Oh, I'm so excited.
But before we get into this, I have an icebreaker. So there's this little thing that's been going on that we have a question about. And, you know, it's been dividing the South. It divides a lot of different friendships. And, you know, it causes a lot of arguments in some households. All right. So this is that question. Are you ready for that? Before we get into anything else, you got to answer.
Okay, before we get into it, do I have to be from the South to know the answer to this question? Because I'm from LA.
Well, you might be unbiased. You might be a neutral, right? All right. So let's settle this. Maybe we settle this here. Okay. Do you like sugar or salt on your grits?
Let's just say that I pray that these grits have sugar in them. What? You don't like sugar in your grits?
Sugar in your grits with shrimp though?
Yes. Like, well, I don't know. Okay.
You cut the show now because there's no way I'm gonna let you eat some shrimp with sugar in it. I'm just gonna knock the plate out your hand. Like, no way.
Oh my God.
Sugar and grits though.
Okay, but just plain grits, absolutely sugar.
I get it. Is there a time where you'd actually have salt in your grits, or no? There's just
I'm not a salt fan like that, and I like sweet things. So yeah, I would.
Listen, you know, I've had the conversation plenty of times. I'm very biased, right? I love salt and pepper and a little butter in there, some buttery grits. You can't beat it. Occasionally I may do some cheese, but
cheese is wild to me. Like I don't get how people put cheese.
It turns it a different color, man, and it gives, like, if it's cheddar, it gives it or you put gouda in there or something like that. It gives it. You taste the cheese. Like it's pretty good. It's like sugar.
It's not like sugar. No way.
I think it is. I think it's close enough. Well, I mean, we looking at this food. I'm not about to, like, you know, keep you from it because we've been very, 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 you know, fortunate to be blessed with yet another creation from Chef Buddy Love.
Oh, I was gonna ask who made this.
Yeah. You already know.
I need an answer. Yes.
Buddy Love, what are you dicing up for us today?
What's going on, everybody? This is Chef Buddy Love. I'm here with MobiChef, and today we're doing shrimp and grits today. We have a creamy, cheesy grit, and we also have a nice sauteed butter garlic shrimp today we're putting together. First thing we're going to do is clean our shrimp and then put them together. We're going to use salt, pepper, and garlic, and we're going to use a little bit of Cajun spice for the shrimp. And then we're going to do it and do our grit. Our grit is going to be a real simple, quick 5-minute grit. We're going to use chicken broth. We're going to use heavy whipping cream, salt, pepper, garlic, and some butter. And we're also going to use a little bit of white wine to do the grits. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and dice up our garnish. We're using scallion and we're using parsley. And next thing we're going to start now is by getting the water together. and we're going to use 4 cups of water, and we're going to use 2 cups of grits, and we're going to constantly stir our grits so they won't lump up. And then we're going to add our seasoning to it. That's again that salt, pepper, and garlic. And then we're going to add in our heavy whipping cream to thicken the grits up. Shouldn't take more than about 10 minutes to do some grits. For us, the shrimp, after we clean and devein the shrimp and pat them down to get the excess water, again, we're going to use salt, pepper, garlic, and we use some Cajun seasoning. And we're going to sear them off in a hot cast iron skillet for about 3 minutes per side. And then we're going to get ready to plate them. And we're going to use some garlic butter to finish it off with the grits for the sauce. All right. All right, now we're going to go ahead and plate our shrimp and grits. Go ahead and ladle off a little thing of grit here. I like my grits thick and creamy, cheesy here. Here we go. And now we're going to go ahead and add the shrimp. And these are real nice size, what I call Argentine shrimp. These are extremely large shrimp here, so we're only going to add 3 shrimp to this right here. All right. And then we're going to garnish a little brown butter here from the skillet. And then we're going to garnish and serve. A little fresh parsley. Green sprinkles. That's what they call them. Then we're going to use a little green scallion right here. Then we're going to garnish off right here with a little bit of microgreen just to give it that chefy, pretty, extra dollar look there. Here we go. And here you go. Shrimp and grits. You can find me at MobiChefOfficial.com. That's Chef Buddy Love.
Hey, thanks for that, man. I appreciate it. We're excited to try some shrimp and grits. Can I get that right? Shrimp and grits.
We gonna get some.
We gonna get that right.
Grits.
I think I was trying to think about sugar and I messed up in the head.
Because it's gonna get to you. You gonna fall for it one day.
Sugar is diabetes.
Oh my God! Like not that much. It's just a little. Just sweet.
You do a little salt base. You do a little salt base sprinkle. It might be doable. I mean, I don't know. I like cream of wheat, and I like.
Oh, I love cream of wheat, but you don't put salt in that.
Hell no.
Okay.
No, there's no way. Like that's what I would. That's where
to me, this
if I want that.
If I
want, yeah. But if I want sugar in it, in something, in an oat or something, I'm gonna put it in oatmeal or cream of wheat, but not in grits. Grits is the savory version of cream of wheat. Cream of wheat.
Oh, I've never heard it.
Yeah,
described like that.
I mean, I've had this argument long enough to like at least if I'm trying to convince somebody to try it my way.
What do the majority of people say?
It's actually been salt that they prefer. Now we've had an incident on camera before where somebody just want to argue me down about the sugar in their grits, man. I mean, we just talked it out. We got to a point where we gonna have to try it, But yeah, I think it worked out good. I think we'll be all right.
All right. I'm sticking
Waffles.
to it. I'm sticking to it.
Okay, well that's cool.
Sugar in my grits.
I ain't gonna knock it. It's not in this today, so I don't want to disappoint you.
I'd rather have sugar in my grits than my tank, but
Yeah, but we got shrimp today. So
we
got shrimp with a little gouda cheese in there.
All right, let's see. Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to try it out.
I have never had grits with cheese.
Yeah? What? Like never? First time for everything.
Am I going to like it?
Yeah, I think so. Because my mom had shrimp and grits one time at a brunch that we hosted through MobiChef.
Does your mom like sugar in her grits?
No, not at all.
Oh, well then.
She's real southern.
Okay, real southern.
I mean, yeah, so we're going to see.
I always have to smell anything before I tasted it. Probably.
But what are you tasting? I taste some cream in there. It's real creamy on the inside once you get out past the first layer of it.
It needs some sugar.
Ain't no way. I can't let you do that on this show. We're not doing that.
We
cannot do that.
It's good, but if it was sweet,
I need you to
my
imagine it.
God.
Maybe
It's because I didn't taste it with the shrimp. Imagine it.
Well, try the shrimp.
That
Try the
has
shrimp.
shrimp.
Let's see. I mean, we got to go with the female
Okay,
now.
yeah, because I can't do shrimp with a
You
fork.
can't fork that one.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not sweet at all.
Together, it's
Now you
not
gotta
sweet
grab.
at all.
Now you gotta grab a little.
And together, back to back like that, huh?
Try it. Yeah.
Together is good.
Okay.
It's really good.
As you say, fire.
Fire and
Fire.
saucy. But,
I'm not mad
that's
at that.
good. Okay, Chef Buddy love this
So
thing.
I need you to rate your dish.
What's the scale? 1 to 10? 1 5?
I mean, it's either good. I don't want to do a 1 to 10.
Okay.
I'd rather say
Oh, okay.
it's like really. It's either really
It's
good
excellent.
or not.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yes.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay. Good deal.
MobiChef don't never miss though. Like,
So that's the rating. That's how you want to rate your dish, huh?
yeah.
That's what you're gonna give it. Well, there you have it, folks. What did you call it? What was your rating?
Excellent.
Excellent. Your rating was excellent. Outstanding. All right. Well,
Outstanding. All that.
I do want to try some drinks though. So I want to ask Chef Lo, who actually is also our mixologist.
Come on, Chef Lo.
Hello. This is Chef Lo. So we're moving from food, farm to table, to bar to table.
Like that.
We're going to do some margaritas here. We have 2 different ones. So everybody's not a fan of spicy. I love spicy. Everybody knows that knows me. So I'm going to do a spicy marg, and then I'm going to do just a regular, classic, regular marg. So for my garnishes, for my jalapenos, I'm going to muddle them. So I already had sliced them pre-recording to the video, but we have our lovely lime wedges here. So for anybody who wants to know how to make a sexy lime wedge, you just use this zester. You could just go into it. Just make all the different lines you want all over this way. Just have fun with it, whichever direction you want to go. And then once we got a good amount of zest coming out, we just slice it this way. Bam, then you're not the middle. Then you're gonna do 4 wedges from each side. So that's how we get our sexy lime garnishes for the side of the glasses, if anybody wants to know. So let's get started. So we're gonna do some lime juice here. I just wanna squeeze. I don't have a citrus squeeze, so my hands are clean. Leave me alone, don't say nothing. I'm gonna do that there. And we're gonna get the other half. Squeeze that in there.
Spicy drinks.
Now we're gonna just do the regular classic one first, and then we'll do the spicy one later.
Don't make it sound like it's all boring.
I like to use agave with mine, and the tequila we're gonna use today is gonna be the Los Tres Tonos. It is 100% agave. It's not really that high alcohol. It's 38%, but that's fine. We take what we can get. You have enough of them, you'll feel it. And then, so it's gonna be it's 100% agave. Has like earthy notes to the palate. Very smooth finish on the end. If you want to try a new tequila, come outside the Casamigos and Don Julio, and because y'all don't really know nothing about no tequila. Y'all just drink what everybody else drinks.
Is that a vegan drink?
It's vegan.
So we're gonna do 2 ounces of that. We put our agave in our lime juice. Then we're gonna take about, I'm gonna say, we don't have no triple sec, so this gonna be a strong one. So this is all we got. So then we're gonna fill this up with ice. So then we ice.
Make that work.
And for our rim, we'll just do a little right here. We're not gonna do a serious rim. Just do a little salt around here.
Salt, there you go.
Yeah. I need that.
For the non-spicy people.
I got some part of the glass.
You gonna throw a little jalapeno in the drink?
Jalapeno.
Well, I'm gonna make
I
it.
wanna
I'm
try
gonna make another one
margarita.
spicy.
I think I want to try it.
Spicy. Oh, Okay,
Then we take our zest. Top our margarita with our zest there.
That's the spicy one?
That is the regular one.
Yeah, that's a little red.
Now spicy, we gonna get sexy with the spicy. So we gonna do about,
Look like that hurt.
we'll do about 5. Do as many as you like. I don't like it super sweet. This one's for me, so mind your business. I don't like all that. So then instead of salt this time, we wanna do some tahini. Build your little round here.
That looks like a lip's worth of
It's definitely the shape of a lip.
Well, for the spicy people, they don't mind.
And that's you.
So all our wedges that we cut, we don't need them, so we're gonna juice those. And then we're gonna muddle them as well with the rest.
Tell the audience what muddling is.
Muddle is, we're just releasing the oils from the fruit into the cocktail. So you wanna get muddler, look something like this. They sell them everywhere. Dollar Tree probably, I don't know. I don't look at it when I go in there, but you wanna muddle it real good if you want a good amount of spice.
I think
The muddler.
if you use
The
that
muddler.
word,
The muddler.
if you just say that word, this is a muddler.
Right.
You might automatically gain credibility
Like,
in the
you
space
know
that
what
you're
you're talking
in.
about.
Yeah.
You and your
Same.
money.
I use a
2
muddler. Do
ounces.
you?
Alright, ice this time. And go. Get a nice shake.
That was getting a little extra work.
Right.
That
I
was
appreciate
getting a
her for
little extra
using
work.
the orange solo cup and not the red.
Now,
one.
from all the muddle, I know when I drink a cocktail, I'm using the muddle stuff. I don't like to taste the pulp. It's just getting in the way of my alcohol. So we're gonna double strain. We're just gonna double strain all that pulp out right over
Looks like a
into
lemon.
the ice.
Yeah.
Look, perfect pour.
Wow.
Oh, your drink will be spicy. That's a lot of lights.
You good?
I'm
You
fine.
grab our drink?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You got it? Salud.
Thank you. How'd you find my glass?
I'll never tell.
My kids gave me this for Mother's Day. Nice, pretty bling bow. You know, like
I like
things.
it. I like it. It looks pretty cool. I mean, you have a lot of bling from what I've seen.
I'm even wearing Blick status.
Yeah, I see that.
Don't play with it. Okay,
Can't
all
do it.
right.
Okay, so cool. All right, so we got our drinks here.
That's
You know, I had one that was a little spicy made for me. But let's try them out and see. I want to get your reaction on your Stella Rosa.
Okay.
You know, the Stella Rosa Black. So
cheers.
cheers. Yeah.
Go up, get that.
I want to make sure I get all of it.
Mm,
Got a drink.
that's very good. I'm not really a drinker, but this is amazing. I love Stella Rosa Black on occasion.
Stella Rosa. Lena Jenkins-Smith said she loves it. So how about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you tasting? What are the flavors in there? Because I probably had that drink one time, but I figured you may be a bigger wine drinker.
First of all, I just said I wasn't a beer wine drinker. No, but no, I taste like it feels like blackberry and I think strawberry, raspberry, something like that.
Just like a very berry,
Very.
You heard
And
me.
it's
You caught me
very,
right.
very
Berry
sweet.
guy.
It's very sweet. I love sweet.
Yeah.
So it's very sweet, and it just it has a little bit of what do you call it? When it fizzes.
Like fizzle?
Yes.
It has a little bit of fizzle.
That, yes.
You know,
There you go.
spritz.
Little razzle
razzle
dazzle.
dazzle. That's what when you ain't got a better word, razzle dazzle is always the
Razzle-dazzle
go-to.
works. Yeah.
All right, so I know this is Stella Rosa, but this is your spotlight,
Okay.
and I need you to name your drink.
All right, let me do something just to make it a little different because
Okay,
so
yeah,
it won't just go.
okay.
Oh, she just took Stella Rosa.
Ooh.
Okay. You
Just
can
a
have
little-
it back.
Hey, put it right there. I'm good.
All right, let me tell you.
What you guys good?
Yeah,
It's better
Glitz
with
and glam.
Glitz and glam.
Glitz and glam.
There you have it, folks. Glitz and glam.
There you have it.
Lincoln Jenkins. I've had too much glitz and glam. Apparently.
You must have some glitz and glam earlier too.
Lena Jenkins-Smith says glitz and glam for the Stella Rosa.
Yeah.
I think they might need to give you a personalized bottle or something that
Period.
says glitz
Drop
and
a little
glam.
lime in it.
Yeah.
Glitz, that would be nice. You
Stella Rosa,
Stella
you have
Rosa?
24 hours to respond.
Yes.
All right. So let's get back into it. I got a couple of questions I need to ask you.
Okay.
Right. You told me about your sugar and grits. I'm going to still keep you on the show just because. All right.
Okay.
I won't judge you. But no
Don't
judging.
judge. Don't judge.
All right. So, all right, you start out as an actress and evolve. Yeah. Yeah. Huh?
You got the wrong cue card.
Did they do? That ain't you?
Actress.
Where-
What did I act in?
I swear I thought you were in a movie.
I was in Poetic Justice though, but I was an extra.
You started out as an actress
Oh.
because you were acting.
I was walking back and forth. I was in the scene with Q-Tip and Janet Jackson when they were in the drive-in.
What?
I had on an orange and pink Reebok outfit,
Okay.
and it was during the time of the riots, the Rodney King riots. We were stuck in Simi Valley under curfew. That was a very interesting story. So funny that you bring that up.
Yeah.
If extras,
I mean,
extras are
you were
most
on there,
definitely-
and I mean, you got a credit somewhere. Maybe not. If you didn't, who knows?
Somebody told somebody I was in. They saw my uncle real good. Like, he was in the scene real good. I was like one of the ones where you got to stop, pause, rewind.
Yeah,
like,
you got to go and
zoom
see.
in.
I got you. I understand.
But I had fun. It was a great experience, and it actually taught me a lot about production because we had to do that same scene probably 20 times over.
I got you.
So yeah, it taught me a lot, and I realized, hey, that's my passion.
So who kept messing up? Or did they just want
I
different
don't know if
shots?
I should tell that.
I think you should.
So John Singleton was a little agitated, of course, because one of the cam ops kept watching. I mean, for very good reason though. He just kept watching his. He had like a, what do you call it? It's like a transistor TV, like the little TVs with the thing. He kept watching
With
it because he was trying to tune into the verdict on the riots. So he was very distracted.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah. So it actually was like one of the cam ops. I hate
Bless it.
yeah.
So, despite your, short acting career, very brief acting career, let's talk about how you got into producing. What got you on that side? What made you? What did you see? What did you experience that said, I want to be a producer?
I would say the very first time that I really knew I wanted to do anything like that, was probably being on that set. And I was like, wow, just seeing so many people in a large mass just working together and things were moving. And it was a beautiful thing. I was just like, wow. And it didn't even bother me that I was like 12 hours on the set and was getting paid $75. It was like, this is an experience that most people can only dream of, and being on a set. I think that was kind of my first peak interest, and that was, I was still in high school when the Rodney King riots came.
I mean, so you thinking let's put that in perspective, right? $75 for a $12 work day, for a 12-hour work day, that's not too shabby.
I wasn't getting $75 for going to school, and I was there almost 12 hours. Well, I'm teasing.
I get that.
But we're rolling.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So sorry. But I think that was my first experience with just really wanting to be involved in production.
Gotcha.
And then my uncle, he was actually a videographer, the first videographer that I really knew. And he did a lot. He started doing things into film and television. He was more kind of on the music side because he did stuff with Motown, Berry Gordy, and stuff like that. But
must be nice.
It was a very nice experience. Like I grew up in the studio, so it gave me I always had a peak interest of looking at that finished product and wondering how it was made, whether it was music or whether it was film and television. I always wanted to know, like, wow, how did they do that?
That curiosity.
I was very curious, and I never ever wanted to be in front of the camera. Like it's just not my thing. Like I did this for you.
Right.
Every once in a while, somebody.
I think you did this for yourself because you wanted to name this drink
Well,
you want to show off your class.
That's not what I'm
I don't know now.
but okay. But yeah, it was just, you know, it was a cool experience.
Okay.
I that's really how I started. I cherish it, and then of course, you know, while after I was teaching, and then I met Katt Williams, and he put me as executive producer on all his specials. And, yeah, he really showed me the business. So that in addition to having that piqued interest, I actually learned how to really do it.
Okay.
I feel like I was kind of thrown into the fire, you know, a little bit, but it taught me a lot about production, and then I loved it. I was like, this is what I want to do. I didn't really know I wanted to be a producer per se at first, but I knew I wanted to be, you know, above the line.
I got you. That's not bad. So you mentioned a very powerful name, and I know at that time I'm not quite sure.
Did I mention that?
I mean, I think you did. I think you did. We call that name dropping. You dropped a big name. So how did you, of course you mentioned how you met him, but how did that relationship, like, you know, blossom?
Well, like I actually met him at the Laugh Factory. I used to always get tickets.
This is in LA?
This is in LA.
Okay.
And I met him, and it was just I didn't know who he was. Unfortunately I had not seen Friday After Next yet, so I was just like, I did not know. You know, everybody's like, oh my God, that's Money Mike from Friday After Next.
Money Mike.
Oh, Money Mike, okay.
That was a character.
But the beauty of it was, I feel like, because we call, like, you know, anytime there's like a comedy club or an arena that supports comedy is called Sacred Ground. So
you learn something new every day again now. Sacred Ground.
Yeah, Sacred
I can talk
Ground.
like I know something now.
Yeah, we always say, like, wow, we met on Sacred Ground because, you know, it wasn't him playing this character on a movie. Like, he's really, you know, he was doing stand-up. And I just remember I was like, I was known for, like, not giving courtesy laughs, right? I got kicked out the Laugh Factory.
So there is a thing to that, like they tell you applaud.
Yes, and so I'm not going to say the comedian's name because I don't want to put him on blast like that, you know.
I mean, are we blasting now?
But I'm not going
You tried to blast me just now about
Shannon Sharp. You're not Shannon Sharp.
Okay.
This is a different lane. This is.
I'll stay in my lane. I'm gonna chill.
Look at this elegance.
I'm gonna chill. I don't have my own drink yet.
No. Yeah, you did. You just made that.
I mean, you know.
But yeah, he was not funny. And I was sitting in the front row, and because of the type of tickets that I got, because my uncle was friends with Jamie Masada, and, you know, it was like, you know, I always just sat in the front, and I was known as the person that never drank. I always would order Shirley Temples and 2 taquitos.
That's how you do it when you want them to think you're drinking. Let me get that Shirley Temple.
There you go, because it kind of looks like, you know, extra cherries. But I literally sat there and I was not laughing. And they told me, they're like, you knew we were filming. Now you have to sit, you know, you're banned from sitting in the front row. So first I got banned from the front row. And then they told me to sit towards the back.
You have to sell the fake. That's what that
so
is.
Then I didn't laugh again. I was like, I'm in the back. Why are y'all bothering me? You know, like, I already kicked me back out, but I was wearing bright pink. So they said,
you were noticeable.
Yes. Right. So they're like, you're not laughing. You know, we want you to leave. And I'm like, they're like, you're not participating. And it was participating.
That's what
I'm like, oh, I'm participating. It's not funny.
It's not
and if
funny.
you make me laugh, applause all day. But you didn't. So now I'm sitting here, you looking at me, I'm looking at you. And, you know, it's not a huge space. So the intimacy is, you know, it's right there. But yeah, I didn't laugh. And after he's like, why you didn't, you know, laugh at my jokes? And so literally he wanted to know what I thought about his jokes. And I was just like, you know, the punchlines just aren't really there. And like some of it was very gimmicky, you know? So I actually helped them. Mind you, who am I to say, you just asked what makes me laugh. So I told you what makes me laugh. But it was kind of at that moment when I realized that I have a knack for comedy. I really appreciate it. And I don't think people should be out there playing around if they're not doing the job. Gotcha. You know, so it's like, but it was a breeding ground for, you know, a lot of great comedians. And so that night, you know, I met Katt, and he noticed. He's like, you weren't laughing. And I was just like, But when he got on stage, he was on stage for 6 minutes because he was already who he was. Right. And he wasn't, you know, you have to pay a fee for that. So he gave him 6 minutes and it was funny. And so he said, you laughed. And I was like, it was hilarious. You know, you make me laugh. Yeah. you make me laugh and
You
yeah,
completely.
like I mean, well, it was really a thing. Like you didn't have to try. Like that, I wasn't gonna just laugh because of who you were because I didn't know who you were.
Right.
I laughed legitimately because you were funny. So I think that's kind of a different, I don't know. It's like it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
You feel me? But that's really how it started. So and the relationship blossomed because he was like, I need an assistant.
Yeah.
You look like you might know what you're doing. Let's see.
I need you to act like it.
Act like.
So you were an actress.
And the Emmy goes to no. I really could do the job, and I did the job, and I earned my accolades, and I worked very hard. That was the thing. Like it was a lot of grassroots things we were doing, and I put the time in, I put the work in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with putting the work in. Everybody want to be successful. Nobody
in.
willing to put the work in. I mean, I got to turn into some more food, man. I'm just captivated by this story. He telling me about his comedic. I got another question about that.
Okay.
The comedian that you didn't laugh at. What are they doing now?
Probably not getting laughed at.
Yeah, they're not getting laughed at no more.
I can't say it because
Yeah.
if I say it, they'll know exactly.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we know certain comedians started out in certain places, and if you wanted to make it big, you had to start at the Laugh Factory. That's really where you started at.
Yeah, they may
But
still
now
be
it's
out
like-
the Laugh Factory. I got it. Sure. They
So
might
you still?
be there.
Oh wow. You ain't made it out the Laugh Factory, buddy.
You ain't made it out the Laugh Factory.
Damn. All right, so we're still eating food, right?
Yes.
We talked about Katt. I love his specials, all of them. And I have to go rewatch them. And I'm going to watch Poetic Justice just to stop and hit pause and watch Q-Tip. As soon as I see Q-Tip and Jay Jackson,
He was like, give me some jujubes and some
I'm looking for the orange, man. I promise you, I'm gonna do it.
no, orange and pink.
Indeed. So I want to pivot a little bit. Let's get into food and like fine dining. So you've been on countless numbers of sets as a producer. You've met countless numbers of people. And I'm pretty sure you've hosted events at home.
All the time.
So which one would you think is the best? Like, tell me about the best meal you've had on set, one. And then two, would you rather eat in a restaurant or eat at home and have a chef prepared meal at home?
Oh, okay, that's easy. Can you
First
tell
question.
food makes me smile?
I see.
I
see.
Food is definitely my love language.
Okay. Is that a love language? I heard there were 5, but I guess food is one.
I
You're gonna throw
don't
6 in
know
there?
too many of them are.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
all good.
I always just hear it.
I get that.
But yeah, okay. So your first question, on set, and I'm very, very biased. Let's just start there. Okay. So my daughter's a chef, so I am like very, very partial to her food. Now, my oldest son also, he
dabbles.
Prepares actually is, but he likes more like the Asian cuisine, and so I get 2 different experiences, and he's also vegan. So I get 2 different experiences from both of them, and I like to eat. And I feel like when I eat his food, I'm vegan. But then I cheat because my daughter, she's not vegan, so she makes different food. But I like. They both prepared food on set, and I think that those are like good experiences because number one, I know that food in particular is made with love and is made with love for me. Like everybody else gets to benefit from that, but I feel like
it was
personally
made
for me. Yes.
Okay.
They do meal prep and stuff like that for me too. So I would have to say those are some of the best meals on set. Now, I also was on a Disney set, and it was crazy because they feed the kids better than their food was amazing. I snuck and had one of the kids' plates. And I was like, you guys are eating.
Did you sit at the kid table too?
I'm their height, so I could have, and I don't think anyone would have noticed.
Right.
That was a good experience. So that now would I want somebody to prepare a meal for me or eat at a restaurant? I love the restaurant dining experiences, but I would much rather have a chef prepared meal at home because sometimes I don't like to get dressed.
I understand that.
And I just want to be at home. Yeah. And I'm like, if I'm at home and I can get that dining experience at home, I prefer that.
I get that. Yeah, I've had both, and if I wanted to be social and I'm going out with more than, if I'm, an intimate type dinner and I didn't have any expectations at the end of that dinner, yeah, I might go out to eat. But I've had that chef experience at home, and it's like, hey man, I don't even have to. I just got to worry about doing the dishes afterwards. Like they mostly clean up, and some chefs sometimes if they like you and you treat them good, maybe tip a little bit.
There you go.
They probably clean your kitchen.
I like that.
I'm just saying, it's a tip. It's a tip.
I'll try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I love it. That's part of even with MobiChef, having the chefs come to your home and they prep there. Even like with the drinks and you have your bartender, like you are getting a MobiChef experience right now. How does that feel?
I love it. I mean, I've had MobiChef experience before, so this is nothing new to me. I'm kind of used to it.
Ain't nothing new to you.
But no, I that's the reason why I always call you back, because it's definitely a great experience. You know the food's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be prepared. Right. It's gonna be, the vegetables are washed properly. Like the proper steps are taken.
The love and all that stuff that's put in.
I feel it.
Yeah.
And there's certain chefs I'm partial to, but I'm down to try them all. If you want to keep sending them to my house and let them cook, I will try it.
Well, for sure. I definitely want to keep this thing rolling with that.
Okay.
So we talked about some good food.
Am I supposed to eat the garnishments? I mean, everything.
It's okay. It's flower power.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's from the earth. It's from the earth, man.
So is dirt.
And weed too.
I don't dabble.
I don't either.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah. So why not? Does it taste bad? I think it adds a little flavor to it or something.
It does.
A little flavor. So, all right, cool. So tell me about your comfort food. What's your favorite go-to comfort food?
Ooh, dang. Favorite go-to comfort. I would say tacos.
Tacos. Like from Taco Bell or from a real authentic?
I can't even really do Taco Bell anymore.
Yeah,
like,
I can't touch that.
No, either homemade tacos.
Okay.
Or authentic Mexican tacos.
Would you think Tin Lizzy's?
I like Tin Lizzy's.
Yeah.
They're not as rewind. I don't prefer them as much as I used to, if I would be politically correct. But no, I'm like La Mixteca, I like, there's another one, Alberto's, they have good tacos. There's a place called Lucy's in LA, love their tacos. Who else? Somebody else has some really, really good tacos. That's actually Beto's tacos, they're absolutely amazing. Yeah. So we got our staple places, but yeah.
I got that. I have to check some of those out.
You definitely do. And they're not expensive either. So you can get good, because Mexican food is not expensive. So why would I pay a lot for tacos?
I don't know, with these new tariffs, it might be
supposedly they're getting rolled back, right? Yeah. They've been rolled back from 142% or something like that to 10%.
I don't know the numbers. I try to stay away from it.
I mean, you gotta know if you're ordering from overseas.
Yeah, you definitely gotta know. Know your tariffs.
Know your tariffs.
Know your tariffs.
It might change from week to week, but know that.
So, all right. Switching up, I want to talk about your journey again.
Okay.
And I want to ask you, at what point did you experience your hardest trial when you're on your path to becoming a producer and then an executive producer? And at what point did you ever want to give up?
Yesterday. I'm just teasing. I would say, so right after, I would say it was just like right when I was becoming independent. Mm-hmm. It was just a time I just was like, I can't do this.
Mm. Like Lil Webby independent? That one, or just like independent, like starting out on
independent as a producer on my own, not do, because at a point, like I had done all of the things for Katt. Like we did all the specials, we did everything. And it was like, there's a point where you either have to prove yourself in the business,
right?
And decide like, what are you going to do? You could do this all day long because it's kind of being handed to you, and you can, and yes, you're working very hard for it, but it would not be possible if this person didn't move all the chess pieces.
Gotcha.
So it becomes, well, is my value really because I'm doing the job and I know the job intimately? Or is it because this person is helping me, navigate this process?
Right.
So I got to a point where I was like, I got to see if I can do this on my own. Like, I really, really want to see if I can do it. And I had a lot of bumps and bruises. Yeah. It was like, I got scammed. It was just all kind of craziness.
Oh, Lord.
But yes, it was a lot. But I wanted to quit. I was like, I can't do this. I'll just go back to, I was making really good money on a regular job. And I was like, I'll just go back and do that because it's safe. And I know I can do that. I can feed my kids.
Everybody wants that fallback like that.
Yeah. But it became where it was chasing me. And it was like every time I try to leave, something would happen that's like, I felt like I was getting pranked almost. And it was like, I am trying to quit. And they're like, you will not quit. And all these right people just kept getting sent into my life. And I realized this was a blessing and not a curse, So it's like, I got to just figure out how to navigate it better. And the answer to that for me was like team. Gotcha. Don't try to do it by yourself.
Okay.
Go get the right team and make sure that you're
together everyone achieves more. Team.
There you go.
Good help.
I don't have much more to eat. There desserts. I'm coming back because I can touch this plate up. You still got shrimp left. I don't know how.
Man, look, you can actually have one of my shrimp if you want to tear it up. You want to tear my plate? Hey, listen, I like it's savory. I like these grits.
The grit. I still want the sugar, but I'm good.
Yeah. Ooh. I just don't get it. So, what's one thing about the business side of this thing that you wish more creatives knew?
The business side. Literally, because like they say, show business, it's only 10% show,
right?
90% business. And I wish I am just now, I wish I started appreciating the business side sooner. Because I feel like it took me, I'm only 20, but if you ever dare keep a straight face, you're 25. Does that work? Okay, there you go.
I'll take it.
All right, but at this age, I'm just now learning a lot of things that I thought I should have already knew, but I wasn't. I was looking at it from the wrong perspective.
Gotcha.
So I think, now it's like I wish they would know like how to better protect themselves, especially legally. People like to throw lawyer around and I say, I'm going to talk to my lawyer and I'm going to do this and my lawyer.
That's a big fear tactic, though.
Right. And it's like, yes, you might need a lawyer at the end of the day, but do you understand it? Like you're then again depending on someone else to explain to you the business and how the business works. And
instead of learning, I get that.
Yeah, instead of learning it, and because you're going to always experience those moments where it's something you should have, you should knew already, right?
Wholeheartedly.
So that's just kind of what I wish as creatives. People are really off being busy into let's make everything beautiful space. That was me. Like, make everything pretty and it looks good and all is well in the world.
The glitz and the glam.
The glitz and the glam. But you do have to have that business side. And if not, you better find you a good person, partner, teammate, somebody that's not going to burn you. Because once they know you don't know, they have the opportunity to burn you.
Advantage. Person that knows.
There you go.
So, got a spicy question for you.
Spicy? I like spicy.
I still want to know.
Okay.
This is the only thing you'll get spicy from me.
Okay.
But you about to give a spicy response. I still want to know who this comedian is.
Good night. Good.
But that ain't. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do
that. That's views right there.
All right.
That's views. Yeah. Look.
So, all right. Looking straight ahead, I need you to know, and I want to know.
And if they do
this
some
spicy
research,
question.
they'll figure out who it is, but I ain't gonna.
But you ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll put together a timeline. We'll figure it out. I have my people contact your people.
Okay. People talk to me.
All right. So here's the heat. What's one thing people fake in this industry that you see right through every time?
Status. People always, when I tell you the business cards that I see that say producer, writer, director, actor, investor, that is one thing that is like, I get it, you do 10 things, but what do you do well? I just need to know the things you do well, because I don't care about the other stuff like that. What are you most passionate about? What are you good at? I think people fake especially here in Atlanta. Like, even more so than LA. Like
down
LA,
here in Atlanta.
Oh my God. Like in LA, people just are what they are. They are really that bougie because they really drive that car and they live in that house.
Yeah.
And they have that amount in their bank account. So they are that bougie.
Right.
Here, you think they're that bougie and it's like...
You're going home to a 1-bedroom apartment with just a comforter on the floor and a pillow. I ain't taking those shots. If that's you,
and I'm not taking those shots, but you know if it's you. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be a mentor to me, or if you're going to be someone that I should aspire to and look up to, I've done well on my own.
Right.
So if I introduce someone else, I kind of gotta have to look up to you.
Right.
If you're coming to me with like, oh, I can do this and do that, show me. And show me that you did it for you first. Because why would you do it for me before you do it for yourself?
So it's crazy. So a couple things. One, the business card thing.
The slash. I call it the slashes thing.
I used to see that there was this big time in this wave of where everybody was a CEO. And still is. Everybody's a CEO. Not doing
CEO
just
one. What's one? How many people in your company?
Right, one.
Then you're everything.
You're everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. And it's great to aspire. But are you really carrying yourself as a chief executive officer? Are you doing those things? Are you doing that? Are you just a founder? You know, or are you just a business owner? Hey, I own a business, but I'm not doing anything with it. I've faced those challenges, but I refuse to put CEO on a card.
Like,
I refuse.
if you're not doing the real work,
right?
Why?
And it's not because I'm not doing the work, but it's more so, hey, I'm more so a founder. I'm a visionary. I can be a CVO, Chief Visionary Officer. I'll be that, right. You know, I could be that. CVO. You know,
okay.
I do know how to operate a company, but you know, I have the role of a CEO.
Side
yeah, I do. But I like the moving the company forward is the CEO's position, and of course I execute that. But
and real
CEOs,
a lot of them are not riding around like I'm the CEO. Why? Because they know they are doing grunt work sometimes.
If you're a boss, you don't have to always say that I'm a boss. I got it.
There you go.
Good deal with.
And you don't want people asking you to borrow money either.
And the other part to that is about income, right? Somebody that makes $50,000 a year can't teach you how to make $50,001. There's no way they could teach you how to do it outside of giving you $1 out of it, because they haven't done it yet. So how can they teach you how to make more money than them? Now I get it. You can be wise beyond years. You can have, you know, that knowledge. You can be a professor, a college professor, but it's hard to say, hey, professor, I know that you only make a certain amount of money. How are you going to teach me to make 100K when you haven't shown me that you can make 100K, sir?
There you go.
It's hard to bite and believe that.
Yeah.
But I do take the knowledge. You learn from people. And again, I say you learn something new every day, B.
That part.
But 9 out of 10, I listen to you long term? Probably not.
Yeah. I feel that.
So how do you balance the demand of producing with protecting your peace? Because I know this industry pulls and pushes you and just, you know, test your character, but also helps you build character by testing your character. So how do you protect your peace in this industry?
It's very difficult. You know, it's being a producer, being in entertainment in general, like it's a lonely career because a lot of things you're doing on your own, especially if you're trying to protect your creativity. You know, you don't want everybody around infusing their stuff into your creativity or infiltrating, making it very difficult, almost impossible to do what it is you have to do. So, you know, you move in stealth a lot, but you know, if you have the right team and the right people around you, that is protection for your peace. And, you know, I'm the type, I keep my circle small. Nipsey said it best. Circle getting smaller, everybody can't go, right?
Everybody can't go.
So, I do think, you know, that it makes it where you have to stay in prayer. You have to, you know, you have to be very calculated with every step.
Gotcha.
And that protects your peace, I think. But it wasn't easy. Like it's a lot of times where I felt my peace wasn't protected. I felt like other people weren't protecting my peace. And I felt like I was allowing my peace to be disrupted.
So is that something that, like, I know a lot of people like going outward with something that you just said, it just kind of struck me and hit me, was like, do you look for others to protect your peace? Or are you thinking the people that you have assigned to protect your peace aren't protecting your peace? You get what I'm saying?
I feel as a female, yes, I do look for other people to protect my peace sometimes in certain situations. I'm also a strong female, so I think I am. It makes it where I'm like, if nobody's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for myself.
Gotcha.
And I've kind of always been like that because I don't want to just be out there willy nilly. So I've kind of learned to kind of harden myself in certain situations.
Gotcha. Okay. What role has food played in your life? Not just as nourishment, but as a connector.
Okay, so food has definitely been a comfort spot in my life. Like I love food. I'm surprised I'm not 800 pounds. Like I love food. But it's also, like you said, a connector because I like to personally, like even if I'm by myself, just go to a random restaurant and connect with people or see people and be around people. That is something that is fun and exciting for me. Like, let's try something new. Go and do that. It has been when I've traveled internationally or domestically, just different places. So funny story.
Okay.
I would never do this now. Ever. But when I was on tour, I went to a McDonald's in every single country, including internationally, just to connect and see if all the McDonald's tasted the
consistency.
same, if they were consistent. And I literally went. I've been to McDonald's at every state. I was shocked because I'm now Iowa, and I would say Alabama. And Mexico, their McDonald's is so different than any that I've ever tasted.
How so? Like in a good way, or is it like?
Not for me. Not for me.
I mean, Mexico already has a name for the water.
And Mexico was so different. Like the stuff on the menu was just completely different. Like and in Paris, it's different too.
Right.
I could not really explain the taste of what I was eating in Mexico. I'm like, this is supposed to be McDonald's. I'm supposed to relate to this, but I couldn't. I couldn't relate to it, and it was different. Things are different. You know, the menus are different. The people are different.
Right.
All of a sudden, like I said, even in Alabama, they were friendly. I just didn't. Some of the McDonald's I went to, they just weren't the same.
I understand that.
But all of the southern ones that I've been to, like people super friendly.
Yeah. Super
friendly, and it was just different. LA is on a different wave too because I think they're going organic or something like that.
It's LA folks out there, they
McDonald's is not organic. Like that's just not why you go there.
Yeah.
But
California has its health challenges anyway. You're just out there and you can be exposed, catch cancer when you're out there. So they give you different health warnings, you know, but they are making some different strides and things. I don't know if that's a whole nother continent. I don't know what's in Cali. Anyway.
Not my hometown.
So I've had the privilege of visiting Japan.
Okay,
and
nice.
I toured in Tokyo. And while in Tokyo, I mean, when I say toured, I toured one night, one street. But this was an amazing street. This was an amazing street.
Okay.
All right. But on the street was a McDonald's, 2-story McDonald's. And I mean, I went in there, ordered a Big Mac. I'm like, let me just try something simple, you know, because I don't know what's in the meat. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But when I tell you everything was cooked to order, they didn't have nothing like just ready to know. They made it for you. They give you a number tent, and you go down to you go sit down at your seat. They bring you your food, almost restaurant style, fresh hot fries, and the burgers that you see on the billboards that they take pictures of.
That's what they look
They'd be fake burgers. I opened it up and I took a picture of it, and this one we had the click camera. The box ones, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, they just take the.
You have to turn the whole thing in and get your pictures back.
Yeah, and then you don't get the camera back. You just get the roll. Right. Disposable cameras as well.
Yes.
So I loved it so much though. I had to take a picture of it, and when I bit into it, I was just like, there was no lettuce hanging off. There's nothing in the box. It was just. Almost
you know why?
everywhere.
Because overseas they actually care about your health.
They do.
They care about it. Even in fast food,
Yeah.
food that comes quickly, they care about what you're putting into your body.
I think it's a cultural thing for sure, especially in Japan, man. Those people I love Japanese people. They're very family bound. They're caring, respectful. Oh my God,
honor,
all of that. They have integrity, everything, all the good stuff, right? All the good stuff, except the guy that spit on our feet when I was over there.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, it's some
What
like
happened?
the older generation, being in the military. We were
yeah,
over there and
okay,
they could tell, Americans,
yeah.
some people don't like us over
No,
there.
they don't.
And there was an old guy spit at our feet. But we went to the castle, and I tell the story a lot because it was the best experience I had.
Yeah.
And this was in Okinawa, and we go to a castle, but the kids are apologizing to us and thanking us for sparing their ancestors' lives.
Wow.
Because had we not done that after we bombed the crap out of them after Pearl Harbor incident or attack, after we did that, they said they wouldn't be here if we hadn't spared their lives. I mean, it was so deep. I mean, you're talking about generations ago, right? So it was good stuff. But so last couple questions for you.
Okay.
How much food you got?
Nothing. You
got a good shrimp.
Like,
Man, eat that shrimp.
okay.
Eat that shrimp. I got 4 questions I need to ask. Maybe 3.
Okay.
All right. Rapid fire. Hot or cold?
Hot.
North or south?
So.
Water or wine?
Water. I need you.
Last question. Do you love your kids?
Absolutely. All my heart.
That's all I got. I just want to mess with you.
Easy question. Now your turn. I'm going to interview you.
Ooh.
I'm teasing.
Oh. I was like, let me get mine. I was waiting. So, tell these wonderful people, our viewers and listeners, where they can find you at.
Okay. You can follow me on Instagram and all social media platforms at She's the Producer. You can check out our website at goldstrandmedia.com.
Outstanding. So what can the people look forward to coming from you out of your camp and the Gold Strand Media camp? What's up next?
A lot. Well, right now we're actually working on one of Katt's projects. Hopefully it'll be out by the time this airs. We're working on that. It's super exciting. But we are doing a lot of just a lot, like my favorite of all time things to film is things that are in the YA space, young adults. So I'm working on some teen series and things like that.
That's cool.
And we're doing some faith-based series. So.
I may have seen something about that. I may have seen something. I ain't
and
saying nothing.
And our stuff, our cast, oh my God, it's so amazing.
I love it.
We got some heavy hitters.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure the viewers and listeners are going to be looking forward to it. But unfortunately, Lena, the time on MobiChef Mukbang is up.
How do we do? At least I ate all my food.
I mean, I think you did. You're the second person. Maybe I want to say third if you count me. We had another guest, an actress.
I love Gail.
Gail came on, and that steak that she had, she tore it up.
She tore it up. Listen, because when it's good, it's good. Why am I pretending like I don't eat like this all the time?
At MobiChef, man, you know, we tend to spoil people.
I'm very spoiled.
From the rooter to everybody that's around us, you know, ain't no shoot like a MobiChef shoot.
Right.
And we always do that. And ain't no booking like a MobiChef booking. So all of you viewers and listeners out there, if you have a special occasion or even an intimate, dinner that you want to plan for that loved one, or even if you're getting divorced and you want to celebrate that, I don't know why you would.
Divorce party.
I don't know who does that, but you need a chef or you need a bartender or you need both. Go ahead over to MobiChefOfficial.com and book your chef today.
Don't wait. Today.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. We love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you soon.
Thanks, Justin.
Indeed.